Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Eagle Eye podcast. Now, a lot of you may or may have not be aware of a couple of changes that have been going on recently. If you follow us over on Twitter, then you would have been well aware of all of that stuff. If not, then this video is exactly for that purpose to explain to you guys what has been going on recently behind the scenes here at the Eagle Eye podcast. And to help me explain all of this and more, are my two co-hosts, as always, New York's favorite resident, Christian Rosendo, and everyone's favorite cowboy, Dylan Jimenez. Gentlemen, how are we?
I'm doing pretty good. Trying to cope with everything that's going on around the world. But hopefully everyone in my family and your guys' family, and I hope everyone watching and hearing this, everyone is safe as well. But yeah, man, I'm excited. A lot of changes are coming to us, and I think it's for the best.
No, yeah, definitely, definitely. And now, Dylan, how are we over there in Texas? I know it's been quite the weather uh, fiasco over there.
Yeah, dude, freaking weather, like you just said it yourself, we're hitting the hundreds yesterday and today pretty much. You got oil collapsing and then all of a sudden it's starting to come back a little bit. You got the pandemic going on too. So it's just all around pretty much like getting hit with a dagger a bunch of times whenever you're playing the video game, if you want to use that kind of terminology. But, things are going great. I mean, oil's starting to come up a little bit. So that's a good sign here for us in the Permian Basin. But like you said, moving forward, new chapter. I feel like we're kind of going back to our roots a little bit, and I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely, I think you put it into the perfect words. A new chapter in the works here, obviously. And like you mentioned, all three of us are excited, and I hope at the end of the day, all of you guys are excited as well because we have plenty and plenty to come. Christian, I think it's just it's exciting times here at the Eagle Eye Podcast, right?
Of course, especially with everything that we kind of have cooking up behind the scenes. I think this is opportunity for us to grow as people that kind of give out content to everybody, and I think it's something that the community should get excited about. I don't think that many in the community are doing something that we're gonna be doing, so I'm excited, and I hope everyone is as well.
Yeah, definitely. We're trying to innovate here. We're trying to take new paths, new roads, something that hasn't been done in the Liga MX English community. And I think I think we just got everything ready to go, and we're excited to get things going out there for people, the content, everything. And we're gonna give you guys a little bit of a preview exactly as to what we're talking about in a little bit. But first, I know everyone's questioning what is going on with the Eagle Eye podcast. Where have we been? What happened in this past year, why we're no longer going to be with our partnership over in Resaca America. Dylan, I know a lot of us that maybe don't know the situation, maybe are scratching our heads a little bit, but, you know, just kind of reassure the people that this was, that what we're doing is, in a way, the right move for the podcast moving forward, not just for us, but for the community itself.
Yeah, like you said, just didn't renew that partnership. Leave them in good faith though. No hard feelings between them, but Ivan, I'm pretty sure dive into that a little bit more. But we just decided, that we had some ideas that we wanted to expand on ourselves and to be able to grow for ourselves. I feel like with everything that we're going to be doing, we're going to be able to really use all our strengths moving forward and building content for the community, not just for the Aguilas community, but I guess Liga MX English in general. Just to have more ideas. I think what we've seen over the years, just doing this, we've seen some ideas and we've seen how we could probably take it a step further than what some people have done.
No, yeah, definitely. It's exciting to hear everything that we're saying, and like Dylan said, first we're gonna dive into why it is that we did not renew our partnership, so we can get kind of that explanation out of the way for you guys, whoever are wondering, and then of course we'll get into, like Christian was mentioning, all of this new juicy content that we have in store for you guys, which I mentioned, all three of us are very, very excited for what we're about to make happen here at the Eagle Eye Podcast. So I'll jump into it quickly. It's not something that really needs a lot of kind of details. Like Dylan mentioned, there was a different creative project that was going on in Resaca than to what we had in mind. So, with these two different projects, we decided that we thought uh, the best intention that we could do is to pursue our own path rather than to stick with them and kind of intervene with each other and not really get the best out of both situations and out of both parties. So we thought that that was the best decision to make. And this was not something easy. This was not something that we thought overnight. This was something that was talked extensively here. All three of us had weeks and weeks on conversation. We benefited. We put everything kind of up to scale and said, okay, this is the pros, these are the cons. And I think at the end of the day, we put a lot of faith in our judgment and in our decision making. And like I said, we decided not to renew. But like Dylan said, all of the best luck to them. And we're honored that we were able to have a year with them. I don't know if you want to speak a little bit more on that, Christian, but I think in this year that we were with them, I think we learned and we grew, and I think it's going to make us an even better media source just all around.
No, of course. Just first things first. I wanted to just kind of jump, piggyback what you said. There's no hard feelings between both I guess organizations in a way. We left on good terms, I would say, and like Ivan said, there's just stuff that just didn't, I guess, would work well, in our opinion. And I think with the path we want to take, it would definitely intervene with whatever they wanted to do. So I think this is for the better, for all parties around. And we did learn some few things from them, and I'm pretty sure they learned a few things from us as well. So it was a good partnership. A little bit upset that it couldn't continue, but everything happens for a reason. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for what we have cooking up, though. It's something very new to me, and but I'm excited to finally be living this, because I'm really excited and I'm very proud of what we have and what we're gonna be putting out there for everybody in the community.
Definitely, we have a very well-rounded team here at the Eagle Eye Podcast, and like Dylan mentioned, it's gonna be content that you're gonna see that just works well with all three of us intertwined because just like in any team, everyone brings something to the table. Everyone has different, strengths in different departments, and I think putting all of that together, I think it's really going to benefit what we have in store, and definitely what you guys are going to be able to get as kind of the viewers, as the listeners, as the followers, because like I mentioned, at the focal point of all of this centered around is you guys. At the end of the day, we want to make sure we can bring to you guys the best coverage, the best videos, the best podcast, anything and everything that we're capable of making. We want to make sure that it is, premium quality that we can bring to you guys, to the public. And basically, that's always been the objective here since the beginning. And we're going to continue to stick to that. These are our goals, these are our priorities. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in the future. Now, like we mentioned, that was that with our partnership. And again, we're grateful, we're thankful, we've grown, we've definitely learned a lot, and we're excited to be able to go back and work with them later in the future, in future projects. If anything comes up, I know that we're more than happy to be able to work with them again. And we're just excited to keep moving forward. And basically, what's coming in the future for the Eagle Eye Podcast, well, we're not going to give away all the details, but I do kind of want these two gentlemen to come and talk to you just a little bit of what you guys can expect on the Eagle Eye Podcast, because we're not just talking podcast itself, we're talking at a much larger scale. So Dylan, let's start off with you. Give these people just a little insight of what they can see and what can they expect from the Eagle Eye Podcast and from the beloved Cowboy Dan.
Well, Ivan, like you said, not giving away too much, but we're gonna probably start putting out a little bit more of maybe some video ideas that we've had, which I kind of hope come in a little bit more with the video part and editing and everything. So looking forward to that, just kind of talk about more and implement more on the channel other than just having the podcast every Tuesday like we've been having it. So we're looking to gain more traction that way by having videos and, just trying to be more interactive with you guys on our YouTube channel. A lot of content we're going to push out too, in terms of Twitter content, Instagram content. Just kind of be on the lookout for those things because we're having some ideas that's going to be very unique to this whole experience for us as we go out to cover more games whenever those opportunities arise for us, and just being able to interact with fans while they're there, also in that sort of faction, and just be able to have them in those videos and just bring it more to life. I feel like is something that I would call it, as we start this process of being more interactive more than ever before than being interactive as we have been.
Definitely, definitely. Now, Christian, you want to give a little bit of an insight of what they can expect?
Of course, well, I don't know how much more I can give of what Dylan just said, but like Dylan said though, expect more than just the podcast to be uploaded on our YouTube channel. It's something I guess to kind of give a more complete coverage of the team of both America, the men's team, and the women's team, of course. It should be something something different than what we've been doing, and I think that we kind of took that into account because we know that not everyone can make it out to Tuesday nights, and I think these new ideas that we have in mind, I think they're gonna help everybody kind of just get the coverage that they want of their team in English as well. So like I don't know how much more I can say. I'm excited. I know you two are excited. I just want to get going with this already.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, like Christian just mentioned, so much coming up for you guys. So, make sure you guys do subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're gonna have a lot of good content for you guys over there. And like I mentioned, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram because we're gonna have dedicated content just for those platforms as well. You're gonna be able to see more of the Eagle Eye podcast stuff on IGTV. You're gonna see more of stuff from the Eagle Eye podcast on Twitter. I mean, you're just gonna have more of us in a good way. I'm not saying we're gonna bombard you with our faces. I'm saying we're gonna bombard you with America content that you guys would definitely enjoy, and people just in general in the Liga MX English community are gonna be able to gravitate towards if they want information about a certain team like Las Águilas del América. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that because we're gonna try to bring you guys every news that we can into your guys' platforms. And yeah, pretty much it. Basically, the foundation of this was always a podcast and will continue to be a podcast. So make sure you guys tune in live on Tuesdays. That's not staking. That's not changing. That's not going anywhere. That's gonna be the same. Make sure you guys stay in tunes with our YouTube channel. It's gonna be at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesdays. As always, make sure you guys stick to that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We can't really say anything else without giving away all the details, but just know, like I mentioned, everything is centered around you guys, the viewer, the listener, everything. And you guys can expect a lot more stuff from us, and as the more followers we get, the more we're going to keep working hard to continue to get even more and grow this community. At the end of the day, I think that's what we want. We want to just build and get this community just to where it's supposed to be, and so you guys can expect giveaways at certain points, maybe even viewer parties. We're going to try to work on that, so we're trying to give back more to you guys because I know you guys have been able to give so much to us. I think it's fair enough that we try and give back to you guys. So yeah, gentlemen, anything else to add on? I don't even think there's anything more we could say. I think we got as broad as we could with this.
I know, without exposing anything. I don't know. I think we kind of covered it all.
Yeah. I think we set it out pretty much in terms of what we're doing.
I guess the only thing we can say is just expect these new changes to happen sooner rather than later.
Yeah, definitely. And we're talking just an instant. I mean, you can see right away, we dropped our new logo, we dropped some new graphics. If you go onto our YouTube page, you're going to see a new banner. It's just, we've cleaned the house in a good way and we've redecorated everything to make it even more appealing than it was before. So make sure you guys stay tuned because like Christian said, it's coming back. It's coming, and it's coming fast. So yeah, without anything more to say, I think that pretty much wraps up this informational video on regards to our statement and what you guys can expect from the Eagle Eye podcast coming within the next couple of weeks, if not even days. Gentlemen, any final words before we sign off and wrap this up?
No, just y'all stay safe out there. I know it's crazy. If you're gonna go protest, just be safe. Be mindful of your surroundings. Wear a mask. Just be safe out there. That's all. That's all I can really say.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Same thing as Dylan just said. Everyone just be safe. It's a crazy times. I don't think anyone has ever lived through something like this. So I hope everyone stays safe. And as always, guys, just stay tuned for more America coverage.
Definitely, like these two gentlemen just said, everyone please do stay safe, take your precautions, and express yourself in the right way that you want to, but at the same time make sure that you are aware and keep yourself protected at all times. And yeah, that pretty much does it for us here at the Eagle Eye podcast. Like we mentioned, excited. Make sure you guys tune in, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, And yeah, I hope you guys are excited just as much as we are to start this new chapter of this beautiful, beautiful journey we've gone. And yeah, can't wait to show you guys what we have in store. So that pretty much wraps it up for us. We'll see you guys very, very soon. And we'll be talking to you guys, like we mentioned, very soon. Quick up to date July. Ends of July is when the league is supposedly thinking about returning. So doesn't mean we have that much time to work on what we want to bring to you guys before the start of that. But don't worry, that pumps and motivates us even more to get things going. And yeah, that pretty much does it. We'll catch you guys pretty much soon. Until next time, take care. And as always, arriba la America.